Capwolf in the Howling Commandos. He is the Warwolf of werewolves. Amazing story, a lot of peak artwork panels. And it actually reminds me of that film Dusk Till Dawn, where like the first half is like Tarantino focusing on like criminal brothers, and then the other half is when Robert Rodriguez takes over, turns into vampires and shit. That's how this story is. It's like Tarantino and Glorious Bastards, and then the other half turns into Robert Rodriguez werewolves and shit. Amazing story. But it's 1944 France, and there's this Nazi tank that got the drop on Fury and all them, and he's about to Saving Private Ryan. His ass shoots a tank missile, blocked by Captain America, and look at the proper panel right here. He's so well drawn. The artist is Carlos Magno, and Cap's all like, "Charge in on my signal, when will we know? You'll know!" Now this is a full spread divided into 3, but it's showing how he's fucking destroying this tank, tearing it apart, dude, with the metal classic shield. He takes the 2 goons out of there, the 2 Nazi scumbags, rips them out, and then that's the signal for the Fury and the rest of the Howling Commandos to come in. Back at the medic tent with the nurse, the general, the captain, and the Sarge, Fury, they discuss their next move, and the general's talking about there's a shitload of Nazis guarding a mysterious bunker in the deep woods. All the units that they were sending in were never coming back, and the spy they sent in was lost, and Cap was all like, "Fuck it, I'll go alone, no more casualties." Sarge is all like, "No, you need the Howling Commandos, take my men." Now the squad is hating on Cap at first because they just see him as a gimmick with special abilities, and Cap walks up talking about, "Commandos, see you on the ground," and then he just fucking jumps out like a fucking true American hero he is. Look at this panel. Carlos Magna, that's the artist. Now in the Deep Woods bunker, this is our villain, an ancient witch, and she seems to be dabbling in some type of blood magic because her blood is at the center of all this shit, and it's mixed with Nazi blood too. And she's talking about 10 other soldiers that she needs to dabble in some type of blood magic ritual, in which we're about to see what this ritual is all about, because out of nowhere they hear a fucking wolf howl, and it spooks the squad. They're all like, "What the fuck is that?" And all of a sudden they turn and encounter an ambush of these 7 to 8 foot tall upright walking wolves, and they're all like, "Those aren't wolves!" And they're looking scary as fuck right now. Look at these guys just pouncing on them. Our first encounter with the werewolves, and they're bum rushing this squad, and they're just fucking attacking the weapons. These things are showing intelligence. Now, werewolves are dangerous. They're above super soldier strength and speed. And the team is all like, "Oh, it can't be. Is it really? No, monsters aren't real." But these fucking things aren't dying from gunfire, so Cap steps in like the perfect warrior he is. And he's a super soldier, so he's only able to keep up with 1 at a time. But even that 1 is giving him a hard time. They fucking got a clean attack across his chest, and she's like, "Oh, fuck!" But he's only able to do so much with the classic shield, not the adamantium one. The sunlight comes out, it scares out the werewolves, and the squad is still in denial and shit about what it actually is. Corporal's all like, "Cap, you fought the fucking thing. What do you think it is?" And already Cap starts to transform. He's all like, I think you're gonna have to kill me, Corporal." And we get our first panel of Cap transforming into the werewolf, and it looks amazing as fuck. Look at him. He's like a light brown all-American wrestling werewolf with that pose, that stance. He's fucking ready. He's with a Sasquatch, they'll beat the shit out of you, but with a werewolf, they'll fucking leave you bloodied and dismembered. Like, you're getting bit the fuck up. And this is a cover for issue 2, by the way. And fucking Capwolf is just looking wicked as fuck. But picking back up with those 10 Nazi recruits, they're basically all like, the Nazi party must transform. We are no longer ordinary men. We must become more. Now, this witch's spell is based on the moon and her own blood. And just like how the Americans created the super soldier serum, the Nazis basically created their own werewolf serum. And they tested out on a Nazi who's not even prepared to try it yet. He's all like, "Oh, are you sure?" And he fucking transforms instantly. Look at him go. Back to Capwolf and the squad. They can't believe what they're seeing. They're fucking freaking out right now. "Cap, is that you?" And look at Cap right here in this wrestling pose and shit, like he's about to sprawl or shoot in for a single leg and shit. He's looking fucking feral as hell. But Corporal hesitates to shoot him, and Cap just swipes away the rifle and shit. Look at his shot right here, dude. He's looking feral as fuck with that light brown color. Corporal punches him and tries to knock some sense into him, and Cap is actually able to speak, and Corporal's all like, "Fucking come on then, mate," with that Irish stance and shit. It's funny as hell. But as the squad starts to chill out, someone fires a shot from behind him, and it cuts to, and it's this fucking solo baddie just taking a shot with a shotgun. Peggy Carter vibes, but it's not Peggy, it's someone else. Again, look at this shot, like how Capwolf is drawn here. Again, the artist is Carlos Magno. Amazing. So anyway, she just starts blasting Cap with a double barrel shotgun. The squad finally tries to protect Capwolf, and they let him know that it's Captain America. She's like, "What? How could he be?" And he's all like, "I was bitten." And she's all like, "Whoa, you can talk?" And he lets her know that it's because of the super soldier serum that he still maintains some humanity. But it turns out that her name is Frankie, and she's the French spy that they sent, and that those monsters, the werewolves, are the Nazi experiment. So they all agree to team up and go destroy some fucking Nazi werewolves. One of the wolves that ran knocked out and turned human and was found by his boys, and he was debriefed and said that, yo, Captain America attacked us, he's here. And the witch is all like, well, then I'll sacrifice my own blood, give all of them the serum. And they take the serum and they all fucking transform into werewolves and shit. And then the Nazi general is all like, go kill Captain America. Look at this panel of all of them forming up. That's fucking scary as shit, mate. And there's at least 10 of them going back out for the rematch. Excellent artwork. This is the cover for issue 3. A military werewolf with a shield fighting an ancient witch. I've seen it all now. But this panel takes place in Russia, 1832, and this is the origin story for the witch. And it turns out she was a fucking werewolf herself. She was injured, got the drop on these motherfuckers right here, and she healed up. She's remembering about a gunshot she had from the silver bullet. And so she's basically the wolf witch. She's the witch wolf. So Capwolf is just testing his speed, leading the charge, and he's tripping landmines and shit, not giving a fuck. People are noticing. Look at this panel right here. He's so fucking awesome. Oh, I can't stop glazing him. Oh my god, look at this shit right here, dude. He's jumping at you like that from the moonlight and shit, taking gunfire. Amazing panel. A super soldier werewolf still maintaining its intelligence and also military trained fighting combat style. Yeah, Capwolf might be my favorite werewolf. The Commandos are getting ready to make their move, but Corporal makes a comment to Frankie like, yo, if you betray us in any way or if I find out you're lying, I'll fucking kill you myself. And Frankie's all like, noted. They plant C4, blow up the door, rush in, and they run into some fucking Nazi werewolves already on deck waiting for them. Look at that shit, dude. Capwolf is out here taking out these Nazis. The wolf witch walks up talking about, you have unbridled power meets restraint. Only your physical form is altered. I never knew such a thing was possible. And she tries to make a plea with Capwolf, trying to get him to join her side. And he's all like, nah, fuck that. I don't join Nazis. And she's like, well, fuck you too, bitch. Whistles in for the werewolf sneak attack. And they're just fucking bum rushing Cap right now. And he's fucking taking them all on by himself with the shield and shit. He's able to think. They're not. They're more feral about it. But there's 10 of them, so they're starting to overwhelm him a bit. Well-drawn artwork right here. So preem. Back at the bunker, the Commandos are outnumbered and surrounded. They walked into an ambush. Frankie's all like, if I'm dying, I'm taking all you werewolves with me. He takes out a fucking grenade and throws that shit in the center. The wolf witch hears the explosion and starts to head back to bunker, but then Capwolf's all like, where you going, bitch? I can't let you leave disappointed. So she fucking runs in for the 1v1 on our last amazing panel of issue 3. Look at this shit, it's so sick. Werewolf on werewolf, light brown versus all black. This story's fucking peak. I hope they make more Capwolf comics in the future. And then back at Medic, Sergeant Fury is hearing the news and he's all like, fuck that, I can't leave my guys hanging, we Commandos. Another excellent cover for issue 4. Dude, Capwolf is always looking like he's a fucking grappler. It's funny as hell. We pick up with the Commandos escaping the bunker after the explosion went off, and they're all like, yo, where the fuck's Frankie? Frankie went back in. So Corporal's gonna go get Frankie while the rest of the Commandos find Capwolf. In which Capwolf is busy fighting the Wolf Witch right now in their 1v1, and she's kind of overpowering him at first because, you know, she's older, she has more experience. And she's telling Cap that you will be hated for what you are and you will be hunted and completely alone. And Cap's all like, the right path is the right path even if I have to walk it alone. And then he asks, is that why you're helping the Nazis for revenge? In which she responds, I'm helping the Nazis for survival. I need their scientists, they need my blood. They win their war, I begin my own. Look at them just beating the shit out of each other. You love to see it. And then here the doctor tries to attack Frankie and shit, but she fucking beats the shit out of him, breaks his leg, and she's all like, where's the antidote, bitch? Doc says it's behind a cabinet, in which Fritz already has it. You looking for this one? She's all like, oh shit. Pulls the gauge on his ass, doctor smashes her in the head, she falls down with the glass. Corporal runs in last minute, takes the bullet for her, giving her time to pick up the double barrel and blast his ass. They end up sharing a charged moment from all the near-death experiences they have, like it would make a good love story. But back in the main fight, Capwolf is just getting overpowered right now. He's fighting the Wolf Witch from the 1800s. She has all that experience, so it makes sense why he's losing right now. But then the Commandos show up for support. They start lighting her ass up with bullets, and she's taking it too. She's trying to power through all those gunshots. And these are werewolves. I don't think anyone has used any silver bullets yet. But as they surround the Wolf Witch, the bunker explodes and blows up, and she notices it. And she notices that her serum and army is over there, so she tries to hurry up and rush back. Capwolf is trying to sympathize, like, I know how it feels to be alone. There are other ways to cope. But she ain't trying to hear that. She's trying to go in. But another explosion goes off, and he thinks that she was blown up in the explosion. But the Nazi commander is still alive with the last werewolf serum, and he's about to take it as he gets a chest shot from Sergeant Fury, saving Capwolf and everyone's asses. Hey, potato, potato. Back at Medic, the nurse is letting Cap know that you're not cured. The werewolf serum is still in you. Corporal comes in, apologizes to Cap for being wrong about him. They shake hands and become friends. And he finally fucking salutes the Howling Commandos. And it's still a full moon. What's gonna go on? and it was an amazing story. It's leaving it open for a continuation, and I really hope they do come out with more Capwolf comics and shit. See ya.